The next type of chart we are going to see is the pie charts. We will add this chart to our report. So, we go to Add a Chart, head to the Pie section, select the first option, Pie Chart, and bring it to our report. This chart is called a pie chart due to its shape, which is very similar to the sliced pie. By default, it related the gender dimension to the sessions metric. For this case, this information works very well for me. If it brought you different information, you already know how to change it so that we can work with the same data in this class. The function of this chart is to show us the proportion or participation of the categories of our dimension over the total information. In this example, it indicates the participation of each gender in the total sessions. In a quick reading, we can determine that the unknown gender accounts for 62.1% of the total sessions. The female gender represents 17.0% of the total sessions. And finally, the male gender accounts for 20.9% of the sessions. Let's select another variation of the pie charts. To do this, we go back to the Add a Chart section and select the donut chart. By default, it related the country dimension to the views metric. This works perfectly for me to demonstrate certain configurations we can have in this chart. And between the two charts, there is only a difference in appearance, but the functionality they serve is the same, to show the participation of the categories of a dimension against a total of a metric. What other configurations can we include in this type of chart? First, we make sure our chart is selected and go to the Style section. Once there, in the Pie Chart section, we can decide from the drop-down list how many slices we want our information to be divided into. If I select 2, let's see what happens. By doing this, the chart only shows me the information for the country with the most views, which in this case is the United States, and groups the remaining ones into a category called Others. However, this happens because I have the Group Others option activated. If I deactivate it, it will show me information only for the United States and Canada, omitting the other countries. When we expand the Slices list, we notice that it has a maximum of 20 divisions, and this is because the use of pie charts should only be for dimensions that do not have too many categories, as the information becomes very difficult to read. And let's select the maximum number of divisions and verify this. Notice how the information feels very visually overloaded. Another configuration we can change is the way the chart presents the information to us. To do this, in the same Style section, we go to the Label part. In this section, we can choose None, which will only visually display the portions of our chart. Percentage, which by default will show us the participation percentage of each of the categories. Label, which will show us only the category name. And finally, Value, which instead of showing us the percentage participation, will show us the amount of the category value. See you in the next class.